I support the Train Act that's being marked up tomorrow, and I want to thank Mr. Sullivan and Chairman Upton Whitfield for working with me on this legislation, which requires a cumulative impact study of certain EPA rules to be proposed and finalized before January 1, 2012. In issuing federal rules and regulations, we know that often there's no one who can look out and see the forest for the trees. That is the case right now with a number of these rules nearing completion by the Environmental Protection Agency that will have a major effect on consumers and on businesses and on our economy. I've heard from many people in my state who invest in and operate plants and equipment that produce electricity to power our lives and our economy, and they worry about being in compliance with a dozen or so new environmental regulations that are rolled out at different times over the next few years. While the costs and benefits of many of these rules have been studied individually, the EPA hasn't stepped back to evaluate the cumulative effects. And I believe that a harmonization of all of these proposed rules is something that all of us need, regulators, the business community, consumers, and policymakers. We all need that to actually, if we actually expect to have a situation where investments can be made that are needed to meet public health goals. The study required by the Train Act is designed to complement and expand upon what the EPA has found for the rules individually in terms of public health and environmental benefits by combining it with a broader economy-wide analysis across a variety of sectors, from electricity and fuel prices to global competitiveness to availability of construction and engineering jobs to small businesses. Having this information will inform debate and policy going forward. I believe this legislation is necessary to keep the pressure on the EPA to ensure a thorough analysis that is ultimately conducted of the various rules' effects across our country. So I hope folks can join in supporting this bipartisan common sense legislation. Mr. Chairman, in addition to my statement, Ms. Schakowsky from our committee also wanted to enter a statement. She was unable to be here today, so I have a written copy of that statement. I ask unanimous consent that that could also be included into
without objection.
Thank you. With that, I'll yield back my time.